and you sleep and then you take care of yourself. Like what's the end goal?
There isn't one. There is no end goal. You don't have some massive rush of dopamine coming because you won life. Those people who say it's the journey, not the destination, they're right. That is how it works. As a neuroscientist, that is exactly how your brain works. It is all journey, no destination. There's no you win life, you figured it out, you got the point coming. So you either cultivate joy and gratitude within your current life, or if you're unhappy with the day-to-day, you change it. You make it into a journey that you are going to enjoy. Think about it this way. If you knew there was no finish line, because there isn't, what would you want your life to look like? What would you want your day-to-day to be? This is it.
All right. This is a very important conversation anyway. Something that we ought to really think about. And I think this is very important for Christians anyway, every single day of your life. And walk with me through this, right? Firstly, we have several problems in the Christian faith, and I'm going to talk about them now. Number one is that Christians believe that I don't need to be happy in this life, that there is a longer eternity coming where I can be happy. And as such, this life is forfeit. All right. So there's a perspective there that says we are forfeit. This is and so there's a lot of Christians that are looking forward to the day they die as the day they finally live. And I want you to know something. You are completely in trouble if you believe that. Now, I want you to understand this as much as you can. There is a thing called the contract of life. The contract of life is this thing that God gave you in the breath of the life that you have. If you go, I hope I'm correct, Psalms 103, and he talks about how he has woven you. He has woven the fabric of your life. He has stitched you together and made you into who you are, and he has combined you into this person that you are. And as such, today, you are a combination. You are a stitch. You are a joinery. God literally took matter and he put you together into what you are. And then he gave you a contract called life. Now, contrary to many people, you don't have multiple lives coming into your life, and so you will be whatever, as a mouse or a chicken next year or whatever. This is the only life you have. But here's the thing. Life, there is no life in death, because that oxymoron, that statement is self-conflicting. Okay? Hear me. There is no life in death. There is existence after death. But the existence you have after death is not the same as the one you have here. And so this life is the only life you will have. And this life has, the experiences you will have in this life are only bound to this experience. They even went on to ask Jesus that, will you be married in heaven? And he says, no, right? I love my wife, but when I'm in heaven, she's going to be like another brother. Like, yo, bro, man, we out here, right? And not even to be gender specific, right? Not to be gender specific or anything like that. Not to be gender specific, but the idea of it is that at that moment, we are the same. There is no roles, there's no responsibility, there's no rent, there is no children to bear, there is no responsibilities, there's no nothing to do. And as such, even as he gave that response, he's implying that life after death is not necessarily equal, okay? It's not necessarily equal to life here. So that existence that you have after death is not the same as what you are experiencing here. What does that mean? That means enjoy this life. Take this life, every single moment of it, and enjoy every part of it. Get rest, get sleep, get married, connect with your best friend, spend your life with the wife of your youth, drink, eat, be merry, have fun. And the Bible even goes, I think it's Solomon who says, but just remember, my son, after all these cool things that you do, that at the end of the day, one day you will stand before the king. And that's the only responsibility you have. Live your life with an understanding that as much as this is amazing and as much as we are having a great time, as much as we are doing all of these things, one day you will have to stand before the king. That's all. So what am I saying? Live your life. There's no honor in being, oh Lord, help me with this. There's no honor in suffering in this life. Someone needs to tell Africans this message, because somehow someone told us that when we suffer, it's going to make it worthwhile. And that's not true. There's no honor in suffering in this life. And so what am I saying? I'm saying live life. Not waiting for this moment of death where you're going to be finally rid of it, but to say, I embrace every moment of this life. It's pain, it's suffering, it's anguish, it's joy, it's greatness, it's goodness. And I encourage you to read my book. Which one is this one? When God Breaks Your Heart. I really talk about this a lot, and I'm going to put it up. It's free. It's on ecclesiacollective.com. It's not going to be free forever, so go grab it, okay? And this book, I actually talk about this, about the contract of life and why life is important. But this concept here is so pivotal. It is so meaningful, and it's important that you jump into this conversation and actually understand it. This life is short, and as such, embrace it. Number 2, as a second point, and this is a very, very important point as well. Now, most of us, even though we look forward to the moment of death and we put most of our focus in the afterlife, we must understand the delicate balance of the book of Ecclesiastes. And he talks about meaningless, vanity. All form of life, every single aspect of life is vanity. And I want you to understand something. What this writer was talking about wasn't the fact that life has no value or meaning. Instead, he was talking about the simplicity of life and the meaninglessness of it all, but also that meaningless reveals the meaning behind it. I want you to understand kind of what I'm saying in here, right? So basically, we live, we pay rent, we have children, and the children squander what we've spent lifetimes building, and life is meaningless. That's an example of a discussion he has. He says you will spend your whole life acquiring wealth, working to the bone, sleeping late, every single day, waking day of your life, and you will leave all your millions to a stupid person. And that silly person is going to take that and basically corrupt it. And after corrupting it, they're going to spend it all on women, on prostitutes, on alcohol, and it's all going to be done. And as such, meaningless. Life is meaningless. But that's actually the beauty of it. He is reminding you that life is fleeting. It is a little smoke in the wind, just blown away by the wind. And as such, the simple, subtle, quiet moments you have are meaningful. In fact, the book of Job teaches us that man born of woman is of few days and many troubles. So there's just gonna be every single problem in your life, problems in your marriage, problems with your business, problems with your children, problems with the church, problems with home, problems with the workplace, problem with your car, problem with this. Essentially, life is a series of problems. But that shouldn't depress you. That shouldn't worry you. Instead, that should tell you, wait a minute. In all of this, the stressfulness and the craziness of life, there are fleeting moments of joy that make life worthwhile. Out of the few thousands of days that you have in your life, there are going to be a few amazing days, good days, days where you are happy, days where joy comes into your life. There's going to be births. There's going to be celebrations. There's going to be birthdays. There's going to be promotions. There's going to be life. There's going to be celebrations of all those things. And all of that makes life worthwhile. Not just the good things, but there's also going to be deaths. There's going to be demotions or firings. There's going to be car problems. There's going to be house problems. There's going to be marital problems. And all of these things mixed together make life this brief, this short, but meaningful thing. Enjoy the journey of your life. This trip you're on is well worth it. This contract that has been given to you in this life is well worth it. And embracing the beauty of every single moment of your life is absolutely worth it. Enjoy your life.